For most couples, getting engaged is the first step to planning a wedding. But for Whitney and Edgar, the winners of the Hitched 716 Dream Wedding, they flipped the script and started planning their wedding before they even had the ring. It was for good reason, because they only had a little over 4 months to get everything ready for their big day. But they've been working with the best wedding purveyors in the area, and it's all coming together. They have plenty of decisions still to be made, and you'll see them all right now on Hitched 716. For the past few months, Western New Yorkers have watched Whitney and Edgar, the winners of the Hitched 716 Dream Wedding, plan for their big day, which is a little over a month away. It may seem funny, but they still were not officially engaged. Well, that all changed in February when they met up again with Jeffrey Zimmer from Reeds Jenss.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
How are you? Good to see you.
You too?
Nice
You ready?
to see you. I am.
Sure.
She's ready.
I am.
She's nervous.
I am. Oh my gosh, that is
Look at that.
beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Oh my gosh, that
That
is
is a beautiful
gorgeous.
ring.
That is stunning.
You guys did an amazing, amazing job.
Thank you. We're so proud of that.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
All that from a little idea, and we saw the whole thing coming out.
Isn't that incredible?
Come to this point.
That
That is a
is
beautiful ring.
gorgeous.
So you
That's
dream-
beautiful.
Looks
Dream
so,
ring?
That is beyond,
It looks. Can I take a picture?
yeah, that
looks-
is beyond
it looks beautiful,
my wildest
yeah.
dreams. Oh my gosh, that is stunning.
This is a bunch of different pieces. So you saw it originally. Remember the adjustment we made? It looked a little too much oval.
Yes.
We just followed the shape of the diamond. So these prongs and this piece, and then there's a cup underneath it, are all different pieces. And then this top, oh, I'm so sorry, this top piece and this piece are separate. So it was 5 different pieces that we made, casted separately,
Really?
to bring it together.
Wow.
It's very rare anybody comes in and asks for a yellow. What got you interested in a yellow diamond?
I just like, I've always liked yellow, the color yellow, and I just wanted something unique.
Well, you got it.
And I
You did.
certainly
got
did,
the
and I
unique.
would have never been able to get this.
Well, we're thrilled we're thrilled that you won, and we're thrilled to be able to give that to you. It looks great on
It's
you.
beautiful.
Doesn't it stink you have to give it back?
It's unique because it shows my personality. Like, I wanted something different, not the typical, you know, white diamond that most women have, and I don't know, I just feel like we have a unique relationship, so in a ring I wanted to represent that.
Right.
And I've loved yellow, and they asked, what's your dream ring? And I said my dream ring would be a yellow diamond, and my dreams were surpassed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
I don't care how big, how simple, how expensive, how modest the budget is. Whatever we're part of engagement, it really humbles us. I mean, it's the start of 2 people's lives together. And we sort of feel that our work, the ethics that we live by, the foundation of what our business is built, it sort of reinforces what we do. So we feel really good about it.
With a ring in hand, Edgar still had one final thing to do: propose to Whitney. And he already had an idea on how he was going to do it.
We're taking a little family trip with her family, and obviously there's not a lot of surprises in this whole ride here that we're taking, and she loves being surprised, and I love surprising. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I think we're gonna take the ring and we pick it up, and she doesn't think we're gonna see it until maybe when we come back from our trip, but I'm gonna come back and pick it up tomorrow and propose to her when we're there on the trip with her family.
Yes, of course it's a yes. had no idea. We were on our trip, on their cruise, and we were just getting ready to go to dinner, taking family photos, and next thing I know, he's on his knee, and I was beyond shocked. And it was a beautiful moment to share with him. And I'm just excited that he surprised me, because I had no idea. It was an awesome time.
With the engagement finalized, Whitney and Edgar have a lot more planning to do for their wedding. When Hitched 716 continues, they'll be heading over to Oliver's to make some decisions on their reception menu.
This segment of Hitched 716 was sponsored by Reeds Jenss. To find out more, head over to their website, hitched716.com.
You've always known what's most important to you. Now you've found someone whose values are in harmony with yours, whose sense of community and respect for tradition equals her love of family. When it's time to get engaged, please think of the jeweler whose standards and commitment shines brightest. Reeds Jenss, locally owned and proud to be serving Western New York since 1912.
Welcome back to Hitched 716. For Whitney and Edgar, winners of the Hitched 716 Dream Wedding, the past few months have been all about looking into the future and planning for their big day. It's kind of ironic that their reception will take a look at the past. The Buffalo History Museum will be the setting for their wedding night reception, and Whitney and Edgar met up with Dave Schutte from Oliver's to see how the museum will be set up for their big night.
Truly the jewel of the History Museum, I think, is this portico. This is where we do a lot of the cocktail reception, cocktail hour. A lot of pictures are taken out here.
This is awesome for
overlooking White Lake.
Cocktail
Truly,
hour.
Truly a treasure.
Wow is definitely the word. Wow, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm now really, really excited about that day. So
yeah, the space at the History Museum is beyond beautiful.
Yeah.
For Whitney and Edgar, getting a feel for how the evening would flow inside the History Museum was very important. The uniqueness of the space will make their reception all the more special.
So we'll have seating up here as well.
Right.
Janine, how many do you think we're going to seat up in this area here?
Up here we can seat up to 72 guests. So here we typically put the tables along this wall and then across from us.
Okay.
So really these guests, they do get the best views.
The beauty speaks for itself in here. It is unlike anything else. I mean, you have your standard banquet halls, which yes, are great, but this has so much more character to it. I mean, during our tour, like I said, it's an easy sell. I mean, people just walk around and their mouths drop. There's just so much architecture and history. It speaks for itself.
Getting a peek at the Buffalo History Museum was just the beginning for Whitney and Edgar, because Dave had one other important thing lined up for them: making final decisions on their wedding reception menu. It was a tasty task that they were both looking forward to.
The hot hors d'oeuvres, my favorites personally. Wow. So here the first, we have the Clams Casino, a traditional favorite. Ross has chosen a little twist on the casino with some of the pancetta and the Ritz cracker that he's done on top. Nice. The Southwestern Spring Roll, again one of our favorites, the avocado mousse. The the pork quesadilla with the
Sriracha cream.
far side, and then the this classic spinach and feta phyllo triangle.
Perfect.
Wow. I wasn't really sure what to expect. I wasn't sure how they were going to present the food, so I was kind of curious of how they were going to do it. But the way they presented it, it was a full-on dish of everything.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have to make a decision right now. Come back and think after the entire meal, like, okay, did I like the filet better than the chicken? And then let's get some beef involved in the hors d'oeuvres.
Right.
So that's I would wait a little bit. You know, you don't have to make a decision right now. I like those two or those two.
A little bit overwhelmed by the fabulous choices presented to them, Whitney and Edgar quickly realized the final decisions were going to be difficult.
For them, it's a hard decision to make because they have to think about their guests and you know, they might like, but as I told them tonight, pick what you want. It's your special day. Get what you want, and everyone's going to enjoy it.
Having difficulty deciding what hors d'oeuvres to serve was just the beginning for our Hitched 716 couple, because when the other courses were presented to them, more delicious options added to the already tough decisions.
First in front of me, for us, is the chicken caprese. That's with fresh mozzarella, basil prosciutto, and that's a tomato fennel reduction.
Nice.
Then the other one is the chicken stuff with the mushrooms, parmesan, garlic, with the chive mashed potatoes, and the haricot vert.
Nice.
They both look amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're very passionate about what their choices are, and we love that. You know, we know it's not an easy decision for them, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be easy, right? It's supposed to be a hard decision, and they're going to pick great things.
That's got a great taste.
Mm-hmm.
That's got a great taste too.
I know.
Right?
Wow.
With
the tomato fennel?
Yeah, that's really good.
Just imagine someone giving you some of the finest food on the menu, and then they're saying, "Here, try all of it, and make a decision." You know, so
like how awesome is that?
Yeah, yeah.
So this is our seared filet with the imperial crab sauce, with the polenta, and then the other one's the filet, same filet, done with the lobster stuffed shrimp.
The flavors, it's so hard to choose and to like think about which one was better, because all of them were just amazing. And I mean, like when we discussed with the chef that with the polenta versus the grits, I mean, both are versatile, but it really is paired perfectly with what he presented to us for each entree.
That is very good.
Mm-hmm. Both of them are amazing.
Yeah, that's a little play on the Oscar, and that's just a classic dual entree.
Wow. That's going to be a hard decision.
Yeah.
I thought that was great, and then I tasted
I
this
know.
one.
Think about you, right? I mean, your guests are going to be happy with probably just about anything.
Yeah.
And the guests that aren't, you're never going to make them happy anyway.
This is probably very true.
So think about yourself. That's what we always recommend. Think about what you and your close family would like.
You enjoyed everything. No matter what you choose, you're not going to go wrong. So in the end, make it what you want.
Right.
With the menu taking shape, Whitney and Edgar must now get into planning their honeymoon. When Hitched 716 continues, the couple heads over to the travel team to discuss tropical destinations.
This segment of Hitched 716 was sponsored by Reeds Jenss. To find out more, head over to their website, hitch716.com.
These are not ordinary engagement rings. They're engagement rings from Reeds Jenss. Each diamond is hand-selected for its beauty and value in one of the world's cutting centers. I'll look at hundreds of stones to select just one. Then our designers create the perfect setting for which we manufacture in our shop. All this to bring you the best the world has to offer at prices that compete with the internet and anyone, anywhere, anytime. Let us craft an engagement ring as extraordinary as your love. Reeds Jenss. Welcome back to Hit 716. No one can predict what the weather will be like in April for Whitney and Edgar's dream wedding, but I'm sure everyone's hoping for 70 and sunny, which is sure to be a few degrees cooler than the honeymoon options available for the couple, because the destinations being offered up by the travel team all include sun and sand.
We're here today to meet with Tony and Ron from the travel team to discuss our honeymoon.
So why don't we start off with, like, what type of honeymoon would you like?
Tropical.
Tropical.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beach, palm trees.
Palm trees.
Something relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can arrange that.
I think so, especially after all the activities you'll have with all the other vendors with the mansion and Oliver's, that a beach vacation is always spectacular.
Yeah.
And I know Tony has some ideas and some suggestions about what we think you might like.
Okay.
So, you know, the most popular destinations that we've been selling are Jamaica, Dominican Republic and Cancun, Mexico.
Okay.
The nice thing about Cancun is that, you know, it's going to be probably a little bit more built up with strips of hotels, a little bit more action. There's a lot of day trips that you can do to see the Mayan ruins. So, you know, where Jamaica's a great island, has a lot of great things. Sometimes people are looking for a little bit of culture and history.
Yeah.
So you kind of get a little bit of variety, you know, with Cancun area. And the
sounds
Mayan
awesome.
Riviera is very beautiful beaches, got a lot of great resorts there.
Once Whitney and Edgar heard all the wonderful options that the travel team had for their honeymoon destination, they decided that the Mayan Riviera had the perfect mix of everything that they were looking for. Tony suggested a Secrets resort that's only 3 years old as the ideal place for them to honeymoon.
It's beautiful.
It is.
It's got the sandy beaches, the palm trees, the relaxation.
Yep.
And the culture is just amazing, and it's just a great thing to just not have to worry, and we can just relax after the big festivities of the wedding.
The Secrets Resort is a very upscale, high-end travel destination. The rooms are all beautifully appointed, and what's so nice about Secrets is they're constantly renovating. They're creating new shore excursions where a couple can have a beautiful dinner on the beach, or they can go swim with the dolphins. Zip lining now is one of the #1 tourist attractions of Mexico.
Once the destination was set for Whitney and Edgar's honeymoon, the only other detail was the date. The couple had decided to wait a few months until the summer. It's a growing trend that extends the enjoyment of getting married.
We're obviously looking forward to the wedding and that big day, but it's going to be giving us, you know, that other time to think about. We have something else to look forward to in a couple months, and that will be great. Just, it won't be like, it seemed like it ever ends, really.
Yeah, yeah. You have the wedding coming up, and that's just going to be tons of fun. And then we'll have our own time.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit afterwards, and that's just we're gonna really, I think, get to really settle down and really think about, you know,
Just
the process that we went through, and, you know, really get to enjoy
us
it.
together.
Yeah.
And we always encourage that as soon as you have your date, let us know, because then we get, you know, more availability, you know, nicer room categories.
Okay.
So
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a really good
Strawberry
relationship
trip.
with
Yeah.
Secrets, so we're hoping to give you a really good room.
Wow, great. That'd be awesome.
Any room's good.
Any
but
room is good. I was gonna say.
I
Yeah.
always like a nice view.
But on your honeymoon, you want a very nice
Yes,
room.
that's right.
Whitney and Edgar's honeymoon is still a few months away, but the wedding is right around the corner. It's time they meet up with Buffalo Limousine to discuss transportation for their wedding party. Plus, the couple must decide on their wedding bands. Hitch 716 will continue.
This segment of Hitched 716 was sponsored by Reeds Jenss. To find out more, head over to their website, hitch716.com.
Welcome back to Hitched 716, the wedding day. It can be quite stressful for both the bride and groom trying to make sure they stay on time for all their events. For Whitney and Edgar, they have no worries at all on their big day because Buffalo Limousine will be providing the transportation for both them and their wedding party and parents. They'll be arriving in style and, most importantly, on time.
We're here today to meet with Carla and Nick to discuss the day of and the day before for the limos.
So how many in your bridal party total?
Total, including kids, is 16.
And we're thinking that you'll just have the adults
Yes.
for your rehearsal dinner and the day of the wedding?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be your vehicle for the day of the wedding.
Okay.
This is one of our new limo buses, split seating, we call it split style seating, for your wedding party. So traditionally, we would pick up you and your girls, wherever it is you're staying, get you to the salon you're going to, the church you're going to, stop and take pictures, drop you off at reception. We're including you, so depending on where you're going to be, we'll figure out the logistics as the date approaches. Depending on what time is your ceremony? Do you
3.
know? Okay, so it's at 3. And you are going with approximately 6 or 7 people to the salon at early?
Yes, 8 or 9.
Am I going to this one?
No, this is the day of.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want your hair done.
It was actually good to talk to them because we actually got to find out exactly what the timing was for, you know, each event. It's going to be, you know, for the rehearsal dinner and then for the day of. Once again, you don't think of like the small things, you know, like timing wise, and they kind of broke it down for us and let us know how, you know, how you want to do it, how much time in advance you want to, you know, do certain things like the photos and to get ready.
Yeah.
So it was useful.
We always suggest, I mean, you are, you know, you're the main attraction. So you would arrive, you're the last to arrive. I mean, they don't start without you, but again, you don't want to be late, not even 2 minutes. And this type of vehicle too is almost like your dressing room.
Right.
So you can wait on this and literally the girls would get off, they would line them up, however, that's the logistics of that. Obviously is something that you would take care of.
Right.
But you literally can process off of this vehicle, you know, lobby of the church, and then just keep going.
While they still had to finalize the logistics and times for the wedding day, Carla also wanted to take time to talk about transportation for the rehearsal dinner, which will make the entire weekend more enjoyable for everyone.
So back to the rehearsal dinner night.
Okay.
So the vehicle, I'm going to let him take it on the vehicle.
So the vehicle is not quite like this. It's as Carla was saying earlier, a Mercedes Sprinter van. Everybody is at the church for the rehearsal. You can make as many trips as you want to the mansion, do the dinner, wait, we'll come back, again, make as many trips as you want to get everybody back to wherever everybody needs to go.
Great.
So,
wonderful.
Great.
I mean, that'll accommodate 14 people. But I mean, if there are more people and you want us to make a couple trips back and forth, or people's cars are parked there and they're having a good time and they may have had a drink or two, we certainly will, you know, take them home. And
no, that's really nice.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to happen, so that's really nice.
With many of the wedding details coming together, Whitney and Edgar decided to stop by Reeds to meet up with Jeffrey Zimmer to talk about all that's happened over the past few months and to take care of one more detail, picking out the wedding bands.
So, you know, the 1st of January, those 90 days went really, really quick. So did the process live up to your expectations?
Oh, beyond.
Beyond, yeah.
That's great.
I think, you know, when you win something like this and get into something like this, you really don't know what to expect. And everyone's been just amazing.
With the final details for the wedding coming along, Jeffrey wanted to make sure the wedding bands he designed for Whitney and Edgar were as special as the engagement ring.
So when we made the engagement ring, we at the same time made the wedding band so it would fit exactly up to it. And remember, please bring this in the day of the wedding or the day or two before so we can clean the engagement ring for you. And we still need you to fix some of your wedding jewelry. So just give that a try and see if that meets your expectations.
Oh my gosh, that's so pretty.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
It fits, yeah,
No,
it fits
perfect.
perfect.
That's awesome.
We put so much time and effort, not just in the design of the engagement ring for Whitney, but from picking that beautiful yellow center stone and those vibrant canary yellow diamonds that go around it, and then the white diamonds to offset that, and then the design of the engagement ring wedding band. We didn't want to slight Edgar. You know, the guys sometimes take second seat or second fiddle. We wanted to give as much attention to his band as we did to Whitney's.
I'm going to use platinum if you don't mind.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, so but it's nice and heavy and it will last for generations. So
great.
Let's look at our starting point. So that's flat.
Oh, wow.
So these are black diamonds, but this is just a starting point. If you like diamonds in it, we can use white diamonds, we could use color gemstones, we could use another shade of metal, we could use a yellow gold in it if you want to bring a little color. So we can do really whatever you want to do. Put any pattern in that you would.
That's
would
awesome.
Like.
That's
But
awesome.
I noticed you wear a lot of black.
Yes, I do.
So
Black would be really sharp.
It's pretty much customized for me because of what I like to wear. Something that would match me, something that I would enjoy wearing, something that's going to represent me. So that means a lot because it's not just a ring. Here's a ring and put it on and it looks good on you. You know, it's this is going to look good on you for these reasons, and you know, and that means a lot.
Well, the wedding is just a few short weeks away. The next time you see Whitney and Edgar is on their big day. Remember, you can join us on Saturday, April 21st for Hitched 716, where you'll see the area's best wedding purveyors make this dream wedding a reality. You can also follow along at hitched716.com.